Good to have you here.
Good to be here, man.
Yeah. You look relaxed and calm.
I'm pretty relaxed and calm right now. I better be.
You were in the paper a couple days ago. So you've been in New York City, and you're doing Saturday Night Live this week.
Yeah.
So you're here in the city. You're having fun. And in the paper the other day, you're playing bongos again.
Yes.
And then we have a picture here of you that showed up. I think right there, banging away on bongos. Are you in a club
that is
there?
True. Yeah, that's where we had the after party for the How to Lose a Guy New York premiere.
Right. So you just and that's what you do. You love bongos.
When I can.
Yeah. There's the famous story where you're naked playing the bongos. Would you rather play the bongos naked or with clothes? Which do you prefer?
Absolutely naked.
Naked.
Yeah. What does not feel better? Naked.
Game of darts.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Game of darts.
I can come up with a lot.
North Pole, but
yeah.
I mean,
driving a Camaro that's been out in the hot sun for a long time. I can think of a lot of things that I would rather have my clothes for. You're very comfortable. You're very comfortable with your body, though. I mean, not everybody is, you know. I wear this thing when I sleep. I'm I'm like lying in bed, like, sleep, come to me now.
You know what though? Here's I mean, when it can. You know? I mean, civilization and sophistication is a bit of a bitch. That's where clothes came in.
So you think clothes are somehow getting in our way?
No, they're all right, but they become like symbols, or they become like you get identified by the clothes that you wear.
Right, right.
And it's sort of the reason, not only that I like to play or beat on a drum in the buck, but also why I like to travel. Africa, South America, places like that. You go there, nobody speaks English.
Are you naked on the plane ride over?
No, but I can't wait to get off, man.
So you just like when you're traveling, you like to be naked.
Well, you go to those countries and they don't objectify nudity. They don't objectify certain parts of the body, you know?
Right.
I mean, again, yeah, running through the jungle through some of those sticks and stuff may not be the best time to be completely naked. But,
right.
There's a real purity to it that I think is true, man.
Well, here we're probably also very, in this culture, in America, we can be very uptight, founded by the Puritans, you know? So people are, I know I get very uptight when anybody's naked around me. I just, suddenly I want out of there, you know what I mean?
You got any kids?
No.
Well, not gonna have any, are you?
Yeah, sex makes me very uptight. Can't have that. What's up? Before we move on to other things, you're very serious about the bongos. Do you play do you play bongos with other people, or if you're on your own, do you put on a record and play the bongos to the record?
Basically anything with a bass line. And one of my favorite, just timeless, man, timeless bass lines is Ted Nugent's Stranglehold. Mm-hmm. Ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I call him the Nuge.
The Nuge, the Motor City Madman.
Motor City Madman,
But he's got this bass line that is so easy. You can just be the first time you've ever played drums, you can fall into this bass line and find a beat. And the great thing about this, for 7 minutes and 13 seconds of that song, it's are
you touching yourself in a way? Now I see why you like to do it naked. Yeah.
And
what do you do on that? I'll do that part. You do what you do on the bongos. Do you want to do this on a subway platform later tonight? We're gonna be on a subway,
man. Yeah.
We're going to be at the Columbus Circle subway.
I got to tell you the one quick thing on the bongos. If you do it, if you want to do it without getting arrested, which is, you know, pretty good prescription.
Right.
The only thing I learned from that incident was shut your window.
Oh, you had the window open.
Yeah, I woke up the neighbors, and that was the only thing I learned, that shut the window.
Shut the window, and then all the naked bongo playing you want.
You're fine, man.
Okay, you mentioned travel. When you travel, a lot of people say, yeah, I traveled. I went to Hawaii and I took a vacation, or I went to Paris. You go to very sort of exotic places, don't you?
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to dangerous places.
Well, I mean, some dangerous things have happened. It always feels like I'm in the safest place in the world, though. I mean...
Has your life ever been threatened? Like you've been out, in the jungle somewhere, dense, and you've encountered...
Times. I went I just got back from Mexico. Went jogging through the jungle, almost stepped on an 8-foot ilmacoa, which is this big black snake that is not poisonous, even though the story is better if it was.
We can edit that part out and just have you say it has filled with a deadly poison.
Black ilmacoa. And anyway, it coiled and got away from me, thank goodness. I believe, I haven't had to test it out yet, but I've got a theory on this. Let's take a grizzly bear, for instance.
Okay.
And I've thought about this a few times, but I think I know how to win that one. Now, let's say you got a knife. You get a knife. Let's give 8 to 10 inches of a blade. That's fair.
Okay.
You're gonna have to take one good hit here before you get him, though.
You've thought a lot about fighting a grizzly?
I have. This is what I have.
You've given this a lot
about.
of thought? You think about, like, okay, me and a grizzly, how am I gonna do it? This is pretty fascinating. Okay,
so very intrigued.
So
about
a grizzly's
how this could
coming
go
at
down.
you. I'm a grizzly.
Okay, you're the grizzly. Right? Now, here's the thing. What are most people gonna do? You're gonna
Wait,
go
honey
back.
first.
So you're coming, right?
Yeah.
Most people are gonna go back. If
Right.
he's gonna get you, here's the thing. Now, when you stand up, give me your big wingspan. I come inside. Whop!
Oh, I
He
thought-
wraps him around me,
I
right?
thought you were gonna kiss me for a second there.
Boom.
Okay, yeah.
Take the knife to the gut.
Yeah.
Now you're 8, 9 feet tall. Wrap him around me. Huh.
Yeah.
I come back where you're. I got you.
Okay.
In the stomach. I pull up into the heart.
Yeah.
And now is where the problem starts. Because I believe that after I got your heart here up through your rib cage, all your weight's gonna bring us back down this way. This way. Boom! And now.
And
Matthew.
Matthew,
Your tongue.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Can I just,
Is there a problem,
Matthew.
Yeah.
can I just say to anyone tuning in right now, this is not what it looks like.
So,
Nicely thought out.
As you can see right there, the problem then becomes, how in the hell am I going to get out from under the 1.5-ton grizzly bear that's on top of me? And I haven't got that far yet.
When you figure out that part, you let me know.
He's dead anyway.
Next time we're doing that with diagrams, okay?